In this video, we're going to talk about another type of graph called a line graph. Line graphs are specifically used for paired data, specifically paired numeric data. Most commonly, it's going to be one variable that is numeric plus a frequency. That is the most common pairing, but you sometimes see them as one variable that's numeric versus another variable that's numeric. To construct a line graph, we need to first draw our axes. So we're going to identify the min and max for both quantities. And then we're going to draw and label our axes. So let's go ahead and start looking at our data table. In our example, I can see that in the first column, which I'm going to make my x variable because it's first, my biggest value is 3. My smallest value is 0. So when I draw my axes, I know I need to have 0 and 3 on my graph. In the frequency column, which is the second column, so I'm going to make it y, my smallest value is 7. My biggest value is 14. I need to make sure that I count all the way up to 14 on the y-axis. So next we're going to go ahead and draw those axes and label them. And by label, I mean write the variable that you are plotting on each axis. So my x-axis is number of times in shop. I need to write that below the axis. If I scroll back up to my table, our y-axis is plotting frequency. So I need to write that next to the y-axis. Once we've done that, we're going to use the information from step 1, our min and max, to scale both axes. When we scale or assign numbers to our axes, it's important that the gaps between our hash marks are equal, they're all evenly spaced, and that all of our data will fit somewhere on the graph. Number of times in a shop starts at 0, and frequency, while I didn't see it in my table, can be 0. So I'm going to start at 0, 0 on both axes. For the x-axis, I need to go all the way out to 3. So let's see how I can fit that. 1, 2, 3. Counting by 3 boxes fits perfectly. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3. On the y's, I need to go all the way up to 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That fits nicely if we count by 2's. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And then the very last step is to plot those ordered pairs and then connect each consecutive point with a straight line. So looking at our first row, I have 0 and 7. So 0 on the x-axis and then up to 7 on the y. So my first dot would be here. The next is 1 and 10. So I'm going to go to 1 on the x and up to 10, which puts me here. I've got 2 and 14. And then I've got 3 and 9. Now that I have my dots, I'm going to play connect the dot. So each dot to its neighboring buddy. And that is a line graph. It shows the pattern of the data, so I can see that it's growing, and then dropping. So the most common number of times in the shop is 2, and it goes down in either direction. All right, if you have any questions on line graphs, feel free to send me an email or drop by office hours. Otherwise, I'll see you in our next video.